Hi guys, me back again. Excitement is mounting because we are now, an hour and a half away from the markets opening on the first dealing day of the new year of 2021. And to try and temper my excitement, I thought I would jot down some notes about one of my top three favourite shares. Probably is my favourite share because it's actually done so well, although it has come off maybe 40% from the highest of its price. I expect it to be one of my top three performers of all time. Not sure which one of the three will be the best, but that's part of the beauty of it. So what I thought I'd do is show you the my portfolio holding, which I introduced you to in my intro to these videos, and this one is printed. Unfortunately, my printer's a little bit out of one colour, so it's come out in West Ham's colours, which is rather good. And then you can look at that, tell you about Novacyt, which is number 2 on the list, currently 861, and it's probably my best performer, and certainly the one I've got most in because I have 30% plus of my holding in there. So anyway, let me ramble through the points that I noted down. So, firstly, it is the best and most accurate qPCR test for COVID-19 with over 99% accuracy. They got on very quick, first mover advantage that gave them the CE marks and FDA approval, and they were only one of 2 tests approved initially and for quite some time, and maybe still, I don't know, by the World Health Organization. So a lot of regulator experts lining up behind them. Secondly, they have exponential revenue growth announced monthly up to the half-year results at the end of June 2020. And then they announced a huge contract to supply the NHS with 300 of their machines and reagents to be put into the hospital network. Now that's initially worth 150 million, extending up to 250 million depending on take-up. And they also have a phase 2 possibility for a further 700 machines, which we're all guessing would probably be worth 500 million more if triggered. So best part of $1 billion when you add all that up, if it comes true. Then we had radio silence on the revenues. Now, this is my take on that. It's either not prudent to be boasting about the level of earnings from and during a pandemic, or the government, the HSS, have required NDAs in the contract, so we're not allowed to talk about how much we're making out of them. Thirdly, multiple director buys in November. Now that's a month and a half before the year end, so probably their last chance before they enter a closed period. This included the CEO, who purchased £500,000 worth himself, and an external consultant who was hired and would have therefore been in the know, put in his £90,000 of his own money. The full year end is on 31/12/20, with the results announced probably towards the end of January. They will clearly be way higher than the first half. It's just a question of how much higher. And this will be the pivotal price mover, that together with the forward-looking statement that the company makes. Number 4, they're selling to over 130 countries, probably a lot more by now, and countless contracts and third-party distributors have been discovered by very diligent private investors, of which I'm not one, but I listen to what they say, and they very kindly share all their information on various boards and Twitter. The one I look at particularly for this is the London and South East, the LSE Bulletin Board, which is a great source of information. Suggest you all check in if you're interested. Number 5, they bought ITIS. Now, this is the machine supplier, so they've de-risked the possibility of not being able to get a future supply. But not only that, they've actually since then ramped up the production of these machines by tenfold, which of course is indicative of demand. Number 6, institutional investors are clamoring to get on board during Q4 2020, and most notably, the biggest, or one of the biggest, BlackRock, who currently now hold over 3.5% of Novacyt shares, and that number is going up all the time. So another good indication. And number 7, there are 2 broker notes out where they've had the permission of the company to review the data and such like, and they place a value of £13 and £14 per share respectively. Noting the current share price is 8.61, and that's at the 31st of December. So good 50% to 80% increase there. And these are both based on first half revenues and phase 1 of the NHS contract, with one of them flagging the blue sky target of £34 if phase 2 and other similar contracts are secured, which they may already have been, but we will find out when the results come out in the end of January. And then finally, number 8, COVID revenues will diminish at some point for sure, but probably not during 2021 the way things are going. But testing will be part of life to some degree for at least the near future and possibly longer. And ncyt, or Novacyt, have stated that they will expand their diagnostic capabilities by acquisition, and they've also demonstrated an ability to source a constant supply of new products from their own internal R&D team, and they've got many patents already filed and yet to be revealed. So we are not overly sure what exactly they're going to be producing, but given past history, they will be rolling out lots of new products. So yes, the excitement is growing, and I'll be tuning into the market. I just wanted to post this one before the 7 a.m. deadline, just in case anyone is actually reading it. Haven't got any subscribers as yet, and only a couple of views, so maybe I'm talking to myself, but to be honest, I'm quite enjoying talking to myself, and I do that a lot anyway. So I will come back and talk about the other 2 in my top 3, and probably the 4th one as well, because I really like that one too. But anyway, good luck, and talk to you soon. Bye.